Steps in the realignment project. In this video, we'll be discussing about the realignment of the project, some factors regarding the heavy geometry. Here, when we compare it with the new highway project, the realignment project is a little bit different. The main motto of realignment is to achieve some updated highway section when there is a need of this realignment. If the existing highway is not properly working, or if the existing highway capacity is less than the expected volume, since we can say if the V by C ratio value is equals to 1 or greater than 1, then there will be a need of this realignment. Or in some other areas where we need realignment is when there is a increase in the number of accidents in the existing alignment, if there are more unevenness, if there is a more sharp curves or some hazardous geometry which is being designed. In such cases, when there is a need to improve that existing road, then there needs a realignment project. So realignment can be done in many ways. Once it is possible to improve, if there is only required change in the or increase in the volume, or increase in the capacity of that highway section, then it is possible to increase the number of lanes. Number of lanes can be increased or updated in left hand side of the existing lane or right hand side, or it can also be distributed equally on both the sides. But when there is a need to shift the whole geometry or whole alignment, then there is a little bit difficulty level increases. It means when you are completely shifting the alignment, means center line, then the whole project or whole levels will change. The change in the existing level will change the formation level, change the where that will once again change the number of curves, or whatever the geometry involved in the existing highway will be completely changed. So the realignment project need to be done in different stages, or we need to follow some different steps. These are the different steps that are supposed to be followed when we are realigning an alignment of a highway. Realignment project steps: reconnaissance survey of the stretch of a road to be realigned, study of the deficiencies and the possible changes in the alignment. Whatever changes required, it is decided based on the deficiencies, and based on that it is possible to fix the different possible realignment sections or realignment alternatives. And survey of existing road, recording the topographic features and all other existing features including drainage condition. Then the width of the land to be surveyed depends on the amount of shifting anticipated when the road is realigned. Here it means if you are just shifting a small section of alignment, then you need to cover that area under the survey. If you are shifting it in a major section, major sense, then definitely that area also need to be covered under survey. Then the next is observation of spot levels along the center line of the road and cross section levels at suitable intervals. Obviously that levels need to be taken at suitable intervals that will help us in judging the exact formation level and earthwork. The intervals should be taken at closer intervals at horizontal and vertical curves and near cross drainage structures. Obviously when there is a change in the direction, then there will be definitely a change in the levels too, to accommodate that and to have a better quantitative analysis. We need to decrease the interval, or we need to reduce the length of what we can call intervals. Means the frequency by which we take the levels that need to be reduced. If you are going for 50 meters or 100 meters in a straight alignment, and at curved sections it is better to reduce that by 50%. The next is the soil survey along the stretches of land through which the realignment road may pass. Preparation of typical soil profile after testing the soil samples in the lab. So soil surveys need to be conducted on the existing alignment and on the proposed realignment, and then depending on the type of that soil, depending on the strength characteristics that have been studied in the lab, they need to be formed a different soil profiles. The next, the finalization of design features of realignment road stretches, that is done by preparing the different drawings, fixing the formation levels and fixing the number of curves, the radius of that curves. All those things need to be done. And then the preparation of drawings and marking out the center line of realignment road while trying to utilize the existing road to the maximum extent possible. Why there is a need to use the existing road to the maximum extent? Because when there is a major shifting of the alignment from the existing, then there includes maximum quantum of work needed, and obviously there will be maximum uneconomical features that you can observe when you are shifting that existing alignment to the major extent. So to reduce that, to make the alignment economical, it is better try to utilize the existing road to the maximum extent. Next step is about the earthwork and preparation of subgrade of the realignment road stretches, setting out and construction of new bridges and culverts. Where there is a need of cross drainage structures, better to go with that. Then checking the geometric design elements of a new aligned stretch of the road, and design and construction of the new highway pavements. These are the different steps by which we can analyze the existing structure, we can plan for the realignment, and then we can construct the realignment including the pavements. These are the different steps. The next comes the drawings for realignment. In majority, we will come in any of the highway project. In majority of the drawings will be involved in three different parts. One is with respect to plan, other is with respect to L section, other is with respect to cross section. So here also they are distributed in three major parts. First one is plan, that represents the existing road and then proposed realignment, and even that plan need to include the contours and all other topographic and all other different required features that may help in the construction. All those need to be included in plan. Then comes the L section, that is longitudinal section, showing the natural ground levels or elevations, surface of existing road, and the grade lines for the reconstruction. It includes the existing ground level, existing alignment, and then realignment. All those need to be clearly represented in L section. That L section need also include the different curves at different changes, maybe horizontal or vertical. It also need to show the quantity of earthwork that is required in cutting and filling. Even those values or levels need to be mentioned, and the different changes at which there is a need of cross drainage structures. All those need to be mentioned in longitudinal section. Then next is about the cross section, that shows the existing highway and new highway road cross sections. If it is in a straight alignment, 250-meter intervals is fine. If it is a curved section, we better to go with 30-meter interval cross section drawings. These are about the different steps that need to be followed in realignment, and different drawings that need to be drawn for the realignment project. In the next video, we will start with the highway geometric design. Thank you.